Hearing none, you do not need to be a resident of a specific county or be a member of any organization to check into this net or even an activated weather net. This net is a directed net. Use standard net procedures. I will now do a roll call of stations. When called, please answer with only your call sign. And I will acknowledge each station before I continue. First station, K1MGR.
K1MGR.
K9TCT. K1MGR, I got you. Nothing heard from K9TCT. KC4YAO. KC4YAO, present. Roger. KD8WAA. KG4LEO. KG4LEO. Roger, Gabriel. KI4LE8. KI4LE8. Thank you, team. KI4VLG. KQ4KKB. KQ4KKB. Thank you, Mike. KQ4WWD. KQ4WWD. Thank you, John. KX4LEO. KX4RS. N0CDE. N4EBF. N07GX. It's N Oscar 7, Golf X-ray.
November Oscar 7, Golf X-ray.
Thank you, Greg. NV2P.
NV2P.
Thank you, Peter. W1JEW.
W1JEW.
Thank you, Jesse. W3GYM. W9EAA.
W9EAA.
Thank you, Marty. W9EJ8.
W9EJH here.
Thank you, Earl. WA3EWK.
WA3EWK, weather report. Over.
Thank you, Bob. We'll be back to you in a minute. WB2UTI.
WB2UTI.
Thank you, Gil. WV1TPR.
WV1TPR.
Thank you, Rusty. W4OE. Hey, that is the roll call list. Are there any stations that I did not call? Please come now and we'll put you on the log.
KC8, KZM, Bob.
KZ8, KZM, Bob. Thank you for checking in. Are you back here or are you still gone away? Over.
No, I'm still in Michigan.
Roger that. Any other stations wishing to check into the Sky Warn Net, please call now.
Alpha 6 Delta, Quebec.
Alpha 6, Delta Quebec, and the name?
My name is Tim. Tango India Mike, over.
Very good. Thank you, Tim. You're on the log. Any other stations I did not call, please call now.
Kilo Delta 8, Whiskey Alpha Alpha, running late.
Kilo Delta 8, Whiskey Well Alpha Alpha. I got you on the log, team. Thank you for checking in. Any other stations, please call now. Nothing heard. Well, I guess that brings us to the Sky Warn report, and that would be me. So I'm going to try to get the computer screen up here to see what I need to see. There it is. And we're going to be looking at this. Well, most of you have heard in the news that they're talking about Irwin, the hurricane, and that hurricane as of 5 p.m. was a Cat 3 with winds of 125 miles per hour as it moves further away from Puerto Rico. It's now 207, this is at 5 o'clock, 270 miles northwest. The central pressure was 946 millibars. It was moving northwest at 13 miles per hour. And it actually replaced its eye wall, which I'd never heard of before, but it did, and so that makes it even stronger. And so the current forecast calls for wind speed to increase to 145 by 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. Pause. Aaron is set. If you look at the models, it is moving to the northeast eventually. Tomorrow is, like I say, tomorrow is Monday. It is just starting to make the curve, but according to all the spaghetti models, it is going to be out from the East Coast, not hitting any land in the U.S. at all. Now, granted, we will have some effect from it, even here in Florida, due to high rip tides. In fact, I heard one report they may have 100-foot waves out that far, and many of the cruise lines have canceled their cruises that were going in that particular area, which I thought was a smart move. But it shouldn't have any direct effect on us, except maybe some more rain, things like that. The other thing that is going on in the tropics that we do need to be concerned about, if I can bring this other screen up, is this little fellow here, which is now called a tropical wave or disturbance number 2. It's located by the Cabo Verde Islands and is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. And some gradual development of this system is possible during the later part of this week, and a tropical depression could form later this week. And they're looking at, in 7 days, a 40% chance of going into a tropical depression. The models, again, it's way too early for them, but they still like to have models. They're showing that it may go on the west side of Florida and go all the way up towards Panama City and in that area. But again, those models are pretty far out in my opinion, but they still like to put them out. So a lot of things going on in the tropics. We do need to be aware of it. And as Greg from the Racing Group always says, have your go bag and everything prepared for those events. Pause. Have more of the same type of thing. With Aaron coming through, we may end up some air that may be more thunderstorms and rain chances, but maybe a little less heat than what we've had also. So do be prepared for the afternoon and evening showers. And again, as I always like to try to tell everybody, even on radars, you don't see a lot of times what's going on in your local area, and that's the reason we do have Sky Warn. So do be aware of that. Do be aware of rapidly changing conditions. Those people that were just a little bit ago over by Webster and west of Webster, they were getting quite the thunderstorms. You know that we get them here by the Villages area quite a bit. We've had more lightning than I can ever imagine the last few days, so be aware of rapidly changing weather conditions. With that, that's the end of the Sky Warn report. I am now going to call on Bob, WA3HOG, for his weather report.
This is WA3WK looking at 81 degrees right now in the village of Gilcrest, south of 466A. And watching the TWS at my neighbor behind me today, we're looking at the 1.44 inches total rain today. Back to
Very good, Bob. Thank you for that report. Appreciate that. Do we have any other reports, announcements, or bulletins for the net? If so, please call now. Late check. Go ahead, late check. November 4, Echo Bravo Foxtrot. Very good, Spike. Got you on the log. Thank you for checking in. Any other announcements, bulletins, information? Anybody have any questions on the weather or anything in that respect? Please call now. With that, are there any stations that have not been acknowledged? Please call now.
KX4LEO Mark.
More information regarding Sky Warn, email sumterskywarn@gmail.com. This is K4HOG, now closing the Sky Warn Net at 20:42 hours Eastern Time. I thank the repeater owner, the Hog County Amateur Radio Association, for the use of their equipment. I'm now returning the frequency back to regular amateur use. Good evening, everyone. I wish you all a very pleasant week. 73. This is Kilo 4, Victor Echo Bravo, clear.
K4VEB W9EJH. It just